Hello guys, welcome back to ERD Stitches YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn how to make these beautiful school bags. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly do so that you'll be getting updates of our training and videos. We have online training on school bag. Please register if you have not done. Okay, these are the leathers we are going to use for the tutorial. This is a taffeta leather. So I've cut out the leather, but I'm going to explain to you the sizes. So for the back of the bag, which is this, for the back of the bag I have 24 inches this way, 24 inches by 15 and a half. 24 by 15 and a half. Then for the front I have 11 and a half by 25 for this. So the pocket I'll put at the front, I'm going to use this cartoon character. So the pocket will be the size of this cartoon character. What I will do is that I will just cut gusset for it. I will just measure it round, then decide where I want my zip to stop. Then the gusset I will cut for the zipper will be 1.5 inches the width, while the one I will cut for the down will be 2 inches. That's all for the pocket. So now we're going to work on these two. Now, so for this front one, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold it into two this way, into two this way. Make sure that it's equal. So I will take 3 inches here. This is my 3 inches. Then I will also take 3 inches here. So what I'll do is I'll just use my free hand and connect it, the points together. That's the only thing I'm doing to this. So I'm going to cut this out. So I'll keep it aside. Then for this back, I fold it into two this way. So as I folded, make sure that they are equal. So I'm taking 6 inches here, 6 inches. I will also take 6 inches here. I will also take 6 inches down here. So this 6 inches to this 6 inches, I'm going to connect it as a straight line. So you can see I've connected this as a straight line. So the next thing I will do now is this 6 inches point here, I'm going to curve it to make this 6 inches. You can use your free hand to curve, or if you have any other thing you use to curve, you can use it and curve it to meet here. So this is what I have now. So this is my curve. So I'm going to cut it out this way and also cut it straight. And before I cut it out, I have to shape here. Just little shaping. You can use your free hand to do that. Just give it a small shape here. That's what I just did. So now I'm cutting. what we have for the back now. This is the back, and this will be the two sides. This will serve as the two sides. So I'm going to start the sewing now. We are going to start with this back. We are going to sew our back handle here and also our belt here. After sewing it, before we will not join the sides to it and sew. So I'm not going to make a tutorial of how to join my back handle and the side belt. If you don't know how to do that, watch my previous tutorials on how to do that. So I'm going to do this off camera. Okay, now I'm notching the midpoint of our sticker, and I will also shape it. Just give it any shape you want, any shape of your choice. And at the down here, I will just shape it a little, just a little, down here. But so this is what I have now after shaping it. So I'm going to use this leather for my sticker. So I'm going to place my stick on it this way. Then I'll put lining under and sew it round. When I sew it, I'm going to sew from here, this way, this way, this way to this way. Then I will insert my foam from here and also sew here. I have to insert foam here. So now I will also cut foam for these ones. The foam is going to be less with 1 inch both on the width and on the length. Like for example, this we have 25 by 11 and a half. So the foam I'm going to cut for this now will be 24 by 10 and a half. So I'm going to less the foam. Okay, I'm going to mix some colors. I'm making it for a boy. That means I'm using blue taping. So my net pocket, I want it to be 7 inches. So by 6, 7 inches in length, 6 because our side, remember our side is 6 inches. So our pocket has to be the same with the side. So the down part of it will be this blue leather. I will sew it together. Then I'll use blue to tape here for the pocket, and I will stitch it. When I'm done sewing it together, I will stitch it here. That's for this. Then for my handle, the handle that will be on this front, there will be a handle here. So I'm missing these two colors also. So I'm going to sew it together. I'll put foam inside it and sew it together. I also tape the two sides. That's for the upper handle. Then for the side belts, that will be here, I'm using black. This is 4 inches by 4 inches. I'll fold it this way, again, put my belt inside and sew it this way and this way. And at the end of the day, I will put it here and also here. So this is 4 inches by 4 inches if you don't know how to do it. So I'm done sewing my sticker with the lining together, and there's foam inside it already. Now is the time to take the measurement of where I want it to be. So I'm taking from here to here, I'm taking 7 inches. I want you to start from this 7 inches point, but I have to get the middle of this first. So this is the middle now. This line you are seeing is the middle, and this is my notch point. So I'm going to put it together this way. So what I want to do now, I want to trace this my sticker here. This will be guide that will help me when I will sew it. When I'm done sewing the gusset. This will guide me on where to attach it so that it will not be bending. You make sure that the down notch point is also together. So now I'm going to trace it this way. This will serve as a guide for me. When I'm done sewing, I will clean the chalk. So I'm tracing it now. So this is it now. So when I'm done sewing the gusset now, this will be the guide on how I will attach it to my body. Okay, this is my gusset for the cartoon character. Like I told you, the down will be 2 inches while the up is 1.5 inches. So when I measured round my cartoon character, I got 36 inches. So my zipper will be 16 inches, but I'm not cutting exactly 16 inches. I'm cutting 16.5, while the down one will be 20 inches and I'm cutting 20.5. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew my zipper. This is my zipper now. This is the right side. I'll put my leather on it this way. Then my lining will be under. I'll put my lining under. I will stitch it down. Then I will turn it and top stitch. Okay, I'm done sewing it. I've also fixed my zipper. You can decide to put 1 zip or 2. I'm going with 2 zip. So now I'm going to sew the other gusset too. I'll just put it side by side, then put my lining under and sew. I will turn it and top stitch. So this is the gusset. I'm done joining it together. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fold it in. This is zipper side. On this side, I will fold it in and stitch it down. Then when I'm done doing that, I will just get my midpoint, then and sew it round my cartoon character. But mind you, when you're sewing on your cartoon character, you will sew the zipper side. The zipper side is what I will put here and sew it round, because this side is what I'm going to use to attach it on the main body. So this is the cartoon character. I'm done sewing it. So what I will do now, I have to get the midpoint. We indicate the midpoint, both the up and the down. So I have to indicate it. This is my midpoint, and this is my midpoint here. Here, this place is my midpoint here. So I'm going to put it, remember, I don't know if you are seeing this folding line here, that is my midpoint. So I'm going to put it midpoint. Then as I stitch, I will arrange. This line will guide me. This our tracing line will guide me. When I get to this place, I also match it to my midpoint here and stitch. Meanwhile, for the handle, I'm going to come down by 2 inches from here. This is my 2 inches here. So I will put my handle here this way. I will stitch it with like 1.5 inches in. Come stitch this way and stitch this way. I will do the same thing. I will move it up this way and do the same thing here, 1.5 inches. I stitch it this way, and this way. So I'm done sewing my handle and also the cartoon character. Okay, this is my next pocket. I've sewn it now. So now we are going to sew our handle Now this is the midpoint, so I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to give 1/2 inch space here. That's 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. That would be 1 inch. Then I'll put my handle on it this way and sew. Then I will also sew the sides. I'll put it this way, make sure it's equal, and sew it. I'll put this one this way and stitch it down. So I'm done joining it on the two sides. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to open it up this way. As you can see, I'm done joining my handle and my back handle also. So I'll just push it to this side, the stitch and top stitch on it. I will do so here so that our bag will be relaxed. So I'm done top stitching. This is what I have now. You can see that the bag is relaxed now. So now that we have done doing all this, the next thing now, we are going to cut our lining and our foam. We place it on our lining and cut the lining. Remember, the foam, you have to less 1/2 inch on it. The foam has to be less with 1/2 inch round, so that 1/2 inch is our seam allowance. So now is the time to sew. I put my foam inside this way. You see it? My foam is smaller than the leather, so it will be my lining, my foam, and my leather. The foam will be in between, so I'm going to sew it round. I will do the same to this also. I put my lining, my foam, and my leather. I will also sew it round. So after sewing our lining and adding our foam inside, this is what we have now for our bag, for our front pattern, and this is the back. I've also sewn my lining. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to tape it round. For this back, I'm starting at this midpoint. I will tape it round this way and also get back to where I started. That's for this. Then for this, I will start the taping from here. I will tape this way, and stop it here. I'm not taping here. I'm not going to tape this place. Okay, you can see I'm done taping it round. So see this also, I've taped it round. So I'll keep this aside for now. So I'm going to work on this. It's time for us to sew our zipper. So I'm going to put my zipper this way and sew it round the way I taped it round. Make sure you leave like 1 inch extra here. Then I'll just put it and sew it round to this point. Okay, I'm done sewing my zipper. You can see I've sewn it round. So now I'm going to indicate the middle of this now. Get the middle. And fold it equally this way. Get your middle. So this is my middle. I have to take note of it. Also on the zipper side here, I have to also take note of it, or you notch it. I think I should notch it. This is my middle. So So now that I've done this, I'm going to separate the zip now. I'll keep this aside. I'll get this one. I'll get the middle of this. Which is here. So I'm going to sew this zipper to this one. I'll put it together, middle to middle, then I'll sew it round to this point. Okay, now I'm done stitching my zipper, as you can see. So now I'm going to fix my zip edge. Right side facing each other, wrong side facing each other. You bring your zip head together. So as I zip to this point now, I will leave it here. Then I'm going to fix my second zip head now. So I'm done fixing my zip head. This is our bag now. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking it to my sewing machine now. From this, our side, this is our side. I'm going to stitch my zip down. I will also do same on this part. Okay, I'm done stitching my zipper. You can see it. You can see this one also. So now, as it is like this, I'll just turn it this way. Arrange it here. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Keep my zipper this way. See the way my zipper is. Arrange here on top of my belt. Then I will stitch it down. On top of my belt. I will stitch it, and when I stitch it, you move your zipper up. This is the way it will be. On top of my belt, I will just stitch it down. That's what I'm going to do now. So this is the bag. Inside, you arrange it well. This is what we have. Okay guys, this is where we will stop for today. This is the end of the tutorial. Please, we have a school bag training. You can join our Telegram group for that, and also don't forget to subscribe, like, share our videos, and put on the notification bell. Thank you and God bless you.